Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to continue with our learning journey, sales and distribution, fundamental customizing in sales, exercise 13, configure incompletion log. This is also probably the last exercise that I will do in this learning journey. To wrap up from the last exercise, we have done the configuration of partner function in sales and distribution. So as you know, as we already know, the partner function in sales and distribution is divided into 4 different ones. The third one is the sold-to party, which is normally the customer that we are selling the product to. And the ship to party is the place where we send the product to, the bill to party, and the payer. So all these 4 is defined from the business partner function sold to party, and we can actually create a new partner function like the counselor or the sales employee for an sales document type via a partner determination procedure. And we can add many partner function as we want to, and assign this partner determination procedure to a sales document type that we want to use. And of course, also extend the business partner function in the business partner master data to have it into the sales order. So that would be it. Actually, the incompletion log we have actually already done a similar case, but yes, maybe it's also good to know this fundamental customizing as well. Maybe we can't we don't miss anything. So for anyone who's new, my name is Anh, a junior SAP consultant. I'm learning myself different logistic modules inside SAP S for HANA, and want to share with you guys my learning journey. Hope that you might find something helpful for your projects or day-to-day operations. So let's get into it. We want to ensure that the sales documents at A42 cannot be left incomplete in sales ordering process. And for that, we want to try to create a new sales order without entering the customer reference and see if we can save the order. All right, let me go into the system. Welcome 1 and VA01. The Z order type is at A42. So to party is A42. And that would be it. I will leave the customer reference as blank and go to for the material with order quantity 1. Let me try to save it. So the document is incomplete. Would you like to save it or edit the incomplete document? Yes, I want to save it. So this is my sales order. Yes, I can save the order, but there was a warning message that the sale order was incomplete. Activate the incomplete messages indicator for the sales document ZA42. Activate the incomplete message indicator. Create another chat file with the entering customer reference. Save the document with the entering customer. Alright. This is probably what we have done earlier, so I know what exactly we need to do. So let's just go to the sales document type configuration, which is the VAV8 document type maintenance. I will go to ZA42 and double click on this. Inside this we would have of course number range, item number increment and sub item increment. We could have some other setting as well, but for the incomplete method, yeah, we need to activate this. Indicate whether you can save an incomplete document, sales document. If you mark the field, then try to save in which you're missing. The system advises that the document is incomplete. Alright, then let's set the incomplete message. So the user must complete the sales order before saving it. Alright, with that being done, we will go to VA01 again and do this exactly same process. I leave the customer reference blank and order quantity. I will click on enter to bypass this negative or warning message and click on save. As you can see now, we run into an incompletion log said that you must complete the following data: customer reference. So yes, no, it is not possible because of the incomplete messages. So we have an incomplete log or incompletion log or messages instead of a warning message. So if it's warning, then it's fine, but if not a warning, is an incompletion log or something, we must fulfill the sales order before saving it. Process the incompletion log by maintaining the customer reference and save the document. Alright, then I will just double click on this. In the customer reference, I will give Z42, ZA7, and come back. I can save the sales order then. Yes. So now we need to delete the incomplete messages indicator for the sales order ZA42. Alright, there's no issues. I can do it. I will just delete this indicator, and in your own incompleteness procedure, you want to ensure that the name of the contact person who is responsible for the sales order is always entered in the trade fair orders. The name of the contact person should be entered in the field name. You can name you find the name field in the sales document header in the order data tab. Before you start the configuration, you need to find out the technical information for the relevant field. Alright, I think we have already done this before, but yes, nevertheless, just finish this exercise. Alright, let's go to the document. I will go to display the last document that we have already created and go to item header, and in the order data we have a name field here. Let me double click on that and we go to help, name of the orderer, so the individual contact who is responsible for the sales document at the customer side. And this is VBUG and bname. VBUG is the sales order table and bname is the name for this. And now we need to create an incompleteness procedure with a description order group 42. The key is 42, and for that we need to have an index right here. Don't we have an index? At the end of this exercise, but they don't give any index. Alright, it doesn't matter anymore. I will just create an incompletion log and procedure on my own. So for the incomplete procedure, I think we have already got the incompletion log. Yes, OV02. Yes, let's go to open a new one, OV02, OVA02, right? Not sure which transaction. And what do we have here? We have a group of incompleteness group. So this should be in the sales header, and go to the procedure and and we could have the procedure. I think here I need to create a new procedure, right? Yeah, create a new complete procedure. So I will just create a new one, which is let's see, AY ein incompletion procedure. Yes. Just ignore it. Alright, I'm incompletion log, and I go here and I will create a new entry, which is for bug. The field name is bname. The screen, I'm not sure. I will not set it. Status, I think it should be 02, I guess. Send warning. No, I don't need to send any warning. Yes, you can send warning. Yes, you can send a warning before letting the user save it. So this is incompletion procedure that we have done here. What other thing we need? Yes, we have bname from that feedback. It should not create a delivery, assign the corresponding status group. So let me try to explain it to you. The system wanted to block the delivery creation if the bname is missing. So we have here the delivery, we should block it. So we have multiple status that we can choose from, 02, 04, 05, 06. But I think I just stay with the 02 because it's the least selected indicator in the statuses of all where the delivery is blocked. And I think in general it should block the delivery and the good movement. We don't care about the billing and so on because it's never mentioned. So I just stay with 02. And we now need to assign this incompleteness procedure to the sales document type ZA42. And how do we do that actually? It's also a good question. I'm not sure. If we have an assignment between incompletion log and sales order type. Let me have a look. Probably need to go to sales and distribution again in the SPRO. Sales and go to sales. And we could have schedule line, customer service. I'm not sure about them. Yeah, there's still a lot of things that we can define here from the sales document type. Copying control, billing. So I could say it should be in basics function, I guess. Partner determination. Log out incomplete items. Yes, we have an assigned incompletion procedure to sales document. Yes. So I think I need this transaction VUA2. Not sure if I have this. No. So let's add another line into insert. We have incompletion log and we have VA02 assigned incomplete incompleteness procedures to sales document type. Yes, and here we have sales document type and procedure. If I go to ZA42, it is using 11, and I need to use IE, my incompletion procedure, and let's save it. I think here we have a lot of things like item categories, schedule line categories, partner function, delivery types, and delivery type categories. So all this of standard function in SAP to block the sales and the document to be processed any further. Alright, with that being said, I think we have done enough. This time we're going to create the same thing to the customer, even the customer reference for bug rename, so we can see that the customer is fulfilled. But if now I just leave it like this and try saving the sales order, it should not be able to do it. Yeah, it should say that the document is incomplete, and the artist I would like to edit the incomplete document, and if I click on edit, it could say the name is missing, and if I save, yes, I am still be able to save the sales order. Because why? Because we delete the incomplete messages in the sales order type. Here that the incomplete messages, so we still be able to create this, but we will not be able to create any delivery for this. For example, if I now go to the sales order, you can see that if I go to the incompletion log, we are still missing some data, but if we create a delivery, the order is incomplete. We need to maintain it. So for example, in the future, right, you have a sales order, but you have entered the details from the sold to party, the customer reference, the item delivery, or the pricing condition. So you have put a lot of effort and information to the sales order, and you don't want to lose it. So with this incomplete messages deactivated, you can still save the sales order even though it is not complete. So you can still save a draft of sales order and place this as a placeholder in your system, but the system will not allow you to proceed any further due to the incompleteness procedure, and it will block you based on the mandatory field in this table of the incompleteness procedure, and based on the status. For example, the status 02, you will not be able to create any delivery or good movement for this incompleteness or incomplete sales order. Yes, so if I now go to the sales order again, and I will click on incompletion log, I double click on this. Okay, no screen are assigned to the field for bug rename in the UV customizing. Okay, then let us change this. This is screen, right? Then maintain the dangerous good. No automatic screen available. We can have it the sales header PL data. This should be the screen that you need to navigate directly into that. So coming back, if I double click on this now, okay, the chain is not taking effect yet, so I come back again to the sales order, go to incompletion log, and double click on this, and now we can see here, this is the order data of the sales order inside the incompletion log. It is exactly the same when I go to the display header data and to order data. So I have more information, not only the order data, but all the text, partner, account assignment, condition, and order data is only one of this table or viewed inside the sales order. So we have different possibilities, either go to Incompletion Log and let the system navigate us directly to the view or the what is this called exactly, the screen, the item screen, the incompletion procedure that navigate is directly to, or we know exactly where the field is, in this case in the order data, in the name. So name, sales executive, let's put it like that, and I will create a sales order. And for that, if I go now into this and go to Incompletion Log, it should say that the document is complete and we can create a delivery. Yes, this is based on the date. I can choose this to be in next 2 weeks and click on enter. No schedule lined. Alright, this might be a bad example. Okay, so we can have 10 confirm. Maybe you wonder why, hey Anh, how do you know which date you should choose for the creation of the about delivery? It's also a good question. If you have follow up also this fundamental customizing in sales in the schedule line configuration of schedule lines items, you know that when you click on the item level, go to the schedule line, you have a confirmed quantity of the of this schedule line, and the delivery date should be on the 23rd of March. So when you create an outbound delivery, the date should be after this date, 23rd, 24th, or 30th of March. So you can be able to create an outbound delivery. Oh, I think the 18th, I'm not sure. Let's test our assumption, because my assumption could be to 23rd, but I think here the material is already available on the 18th of March. So if we go to sales order again and click on delivered, okay, it's not a good idea. Let me choose 18th of March. Okay, so the 18th of March is fine. If I select the 17th of March, then no schedule line for delivery up to the selected date. So it based on the material availability date in the schedule line. Yeah, in the schedule line configuration. Yes, all right. Maybe one more thing I want to check is that the confirmed date delivered quantity is it's 0, because we have not now posted a good issue. Yes, I want to check the display availability. This is the ATP situation, the available true promise situation. We have 7 of March stock. We have requested quantity is 1, cumulative is 980, customer order minus 20. Yeah, I don't understand very much about this available to promise situation. I don't know what is happening here, because at least I know now we have 980 as cumulative quantity. We should be able to create an about delivery directly on today, right? Because it should be available. I'm not sure what is the difference here based on this receive issue, confirm issues. Maybe go to stock overview, total in details, scope object. Okay, so this is ATP, probably something we have not worked on, and we didn't have the chance to check it in the learning journey, but yes, still confusing about why can't we create it on this day. Schedule line for the item is still on. Is this available on the 18th of March? So I'm not sure because of the schedule lines or what is happening here. Let me go to the schedule line CP. Let's go into the customization to understand this, because I really want to know it. Maintain the schedule line category, and we go to CP, and here we can see that yes, we have a good movement 600 want for good. The issue, we have item is relevant for delivery. We have an incompletion procedure. We check the availability and so on, but we don't see anything here regarding the lead time or what might affect the delivery time. Then we need to check the item categories of TAN, standard order item. And here we can see that we have, this is billing relevant, this is business item, incompletion procedure is 20. No, I don't have anything here regarding the lead time. Then what about the sales order? This is at A42. I don't expect anything to be here regarding, okay, the list time is in 10 days. And what does this mean? What does this mean, the list time in 10 days? The number of days after the current date that the proposal of requested delivery date in the sales document should be. So as you can see that my sales order is created today on the 7th of March. So lead time is in 10 days, which means 2 weeks. So excluding the weekend, we have the next days is on the 23rd of March. Okay. So one thing to test is now if I'm going to change the lead times of this sales order into 2 days. What do I expect? I could expect that instead of having my requested delivery date in 10 days, so I mean in 2 weeks, I don't want it like that. I want it to be, as you can see, 7th, and we have exclude Sunday, we have 5 days, 10 days, so the next upcoming date is 23rd. But if I change it to 2-day lead times, I could expect only Monday and Tuesday. So I think the requested delivery date should be on 11th of March if I now create the sales order with the same material to the same customer. So everything is the same, the quantity is also the same, even the customer reference is though it's not making any effect. So the order quantity, you can see here the requested delivery date is now 11th of March. So we have Monday, Tuesday is 2 days, and the Wednesday should be the requested delivery date. And I now go to the check item availability. We can see the confirmed date is on the 12th of March. So in ATP quantities, you can see that we have 1000 in total for 2 days. And we probably have some other orders which can lower our stock a little bit, but for now we still have 980s in total. So what could happen now if I go to the schedule line? Why do I have my I don't know what it is. Okay, let's go back to the last sales order. Maybe let me create a sales and delivery for that. I think it should be on the 18th, right? And we create an about delivery, and we also pick it, and we post good issue. And now I go to create a sales order with the exact same customer, same material. You can see the requested quantity is here. Now I order 20, and if I go to availability check, the complete delivery, if I go to ATP quantities, we can see that the 10 pieces we have already delivered from today, just because I have just post good issue for 10 pieces. So the cumulative quantity is now 970. So okay, so we understand it a little bit more. But regarding that, if I go back to continue, go to the schedule line, we have confirm on the delivery 11th is 0. I don't know why. If I go to check schedule line for items, can I if I now go back to check item availability, and I will go to select the 11th, and I complete delivery. Delivery is only possible on the okay. Then I will complete the delivery, go to the schedule line again. So we have a delivery date on the 12th of March. Confirmed quantity is 20. Go now to sales, shipping. The material availability date is already on the 9th. Loading days is 1 day. The good issue date is on the 11th of March, and delivery date should be on the 12th of March. But I believe that I can save the sales order now. Okay, let me edit the name as well. B name doesn't even matter, to be honest. And I go to the sales order again. this time with this 467 I will go to create a delivery, and I should select, I think 7 should not be able to do it, but if I select 09, yes, it should be available. So it depends on the lead times in the sales order when exactly we can create an outbound delivery for that. And with this we can of course pick a quantity of 10, for example, and postcode issue has not been picked completely. Okay, so they want us to pick everything to post it. So we have saved the outbound delivery and also post a good issue. So the material document is now been set up. Going to the document flow, we can see that the jet fare order delivery is already in process with 20 pieces, and we already pick it, and also we deliver it out of a warehouse for 20 pieces. So the process is also complete. All right. So I think the material availability date and the lead times, it only affects the selection date in the shipping point when we create this. But I mean, we can actually create it at any time of the day. It's just based on the selection date in VL01 end. Yes, this is just based on the selection date. It doesn't mean that we cannot create it the item delivery today because of the material availability yet. Actually, the material is always available. We have 1000 stock of them or 900 something, so it cannot prevent us from creating an outbound delivery for today. It's just that the selection date, we should select something in the future, because it may be depends on the process in the operation team that they will select the date of today, of the current date when they actually doing the operations. They go to the shipping point, they select the shipping point. For example, if I now in Munich, I have a shipping point in Munich. As in warehouse operations, I go to selection date, it should be today only, and we check to today. We filter on every items or every order that we can create for till today, and based on that we will pick and post a good issue of our warehouse. But we don't do it into the future. It depends on the operations. But what I'm trying to say now is the lead times affects the material availability date and the confirm schedule line in the order, but it only affects the selection date in the outbound delivery creation. It doesn't affect on which date we can create the outbound delivery, because even though I can now select the selection date on even on next year, but I will still create an outbound delivery today. And if the stock is there in EWM or in the MM warehouse, I can actually post a good issue if I can pick it eventually. So that could be it. Yeah, maybe we go a lot of extra mile on the exercise because it's only poorly on the incompletion log, but yes. So I think that should be it for today for the exercise and also for this learning journey, fundamental customizing in sales. Just to wrap up, I think we have learned a lot of things, not only on the incompletion log, but we have learned a lot about sales organization, distribution channel, Incoterm, payment terms, customer account group, to all the fundamental customizing like sales order type, item category, and schedule line. These three basic things and what we can do with it. What to check, what transaction to check, and what kind of configuration that we have for this sales order type, item category group, or schedule line, etc. Many things. So I think we will also be covering also in next couple exercise. We'll go for, I think billing is the next one to do. Yes, after so we have done the fundamental customizing. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the availability check for now, because I think it's only the theory that we have here, but without any exercise. So there's no hand-on exercise for this learning journey. So I don't think it's good for our channel or good for our learning, because it have only some demos. As you can see here, you have some video to get an introduction into availability check, as well as the demo. I'm not sure if this is relevant for us in the certification or in the project, but yes, if you want to, I can walk you through this exercise. I mean, yeah, I will not be able to show you what everything in the system and explain you all the details for it, because it's not the system, but it's just a demo based on the step which had been saved earlier. But if it's needed and interested, I can obviously can do it and cover it in and video together for this availability check. I'm not sure how it is relevant for our, I think, yeah, of course in the project it should be relevant, but for the but for the certification, I'm not sure. I will check on the availability of my time. I think with the next upcoming projects, I'm not sure if can still do a lot of things at the weekends or in the evenings, but let's see. Otherwise, we can start doing. Yeah, I think I will skip the output control and test control probably. Yes, I think in the output control we also don't have any hands-on exercises compared to other things. So the next target should be billing. Yes, another 12 hours. I think could be a lot of things to practice in the hands-on, from the billing document, organizational units, billing process, special billing types, data flow, create billings, additional functionality, not sure what is it, invoice combination, invoice split. Yes, it is degree. The split criteria is also an interesting topic that I had in project, and I would like to elaborate on that a little bit more if you want to. And billing plans, down payment, not important actually. Account determination, it should be important. And integration between SD and FI is also something I work on the project so far and can share with you some lights about it. So yes, of course, billing is the next to go, and of course pricing at the end. Yeah, this is even more complex with the condition type, condition records, and the spectral function. So much more. Yes. To be honest, this is all the, you know, even though these courses are more advanced and we heading up to the certification, but the certification doesn't make me a good consultant. It just like an evidence that I have gone through a course, do all the stuff, and was able to do some customizing in the system. It doesn't mean that I am good or bad consultant. It just shows that I have interest into this module and I can do it. But just to be honest, some intermediate level in the module. The more thing is coming from the project itself, not this certification or exam or whatever. But yet, it's still good for us. I mean, I'm doing good and I'm doing well in the projects, but I'm still doing the certification in parallel to to do all the gaps, because I think in the project I was always um, be assigned to a couple of topics. I mean, in delivery or in billing, but not in pricing procedure, not in maintain condition type, not in maintain condition record, maybe not in maintain sales order type, because it's a big project and we don't deliver it end to end. Each people does their own thing, and we align on the big picture to deliver it the whole module to the customer. So there will always be gaps for me if I don't know the basics of all the things. But I think the more that I know, the more that I close the gaps in my knowledge for this fundamental customizing. The more I can have the other consultants in the day-to-day operations, the more I can have the chance to do more and more, and the more I grow, the then the nearer I can be in solution architect. Maybe someday. Maybe it should not take 10 years as expected, maybe 5, 6, or 7 years. So, no one knows. So, yeah. So, thanks again for watching and for listening to all my crap. And of course, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment down below. I will take some time to help you with that. Thanks again for watching and see you in the next one. Bye.